Hi Aries, welcome to Third Eye Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the second half of August 2025, or for whenever you find it. Let's get started. Hey Spirit, please your messages for Aries' highest good. Thank you. So welcome back Aries. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. If you're new here, welcome. We're going to get straight into it today. That Z down there. We have Three of Pentacles on the cut. So collaboration, working together as a team. We have Justice on the other side, which is major arcana for Libra, which of course is polarity to you across from you on the zodiac wheel. Wow, another Three of Cups. So that collaboration could be reason for celebration. Maybe you don't see it at the moment, Eight of Swords, or feel trapped in some sort of a way. The Eight of Swords is feeling stuck, but honestly, she's not stuck. She could free herself from the very loosely bound ropes and take the blindfold off and, go back up to the castle behind her instead of down in the swamp if she chose to, but she's feeling like there's nothing she can do. Four of Pentacles there on the other side as I pause. Could be the energy of budgeting, but it also could be that we just don't want to share of ourselves, our energy, our resources, our time, nothing. We're like keeping everything to ourselves right now. First card to flip for you is the Nine of Swords. So we saw the Eight of Swords a moment ago. Now it's the Nine of Swords. So a lot of anxiety coming through Aries. I mean, we have been in a Mercury retrograde. Two of Cups. That's much nicer. But there's some sort of anxiety connected to a connection is what I'm seeing. Yeah, look, we've got Ten of Swords peeking out, Five of Cups, some sort of regret, heavy energy coming through there. Messages for Aries. Now, Aries, you can be the one who's stressing out about a connection, or that could be someone who's stressing out about a connection with you, right? So find your place in the story. Knight of Swords, and we do have the Ten of Swords back showing on the bottom of the deck now. So 8, 9, 10 of Swords, and now we have the Knight of Swords. Some sort of communication that has somebody stressed out. Either they've received communication that has them stressing, or the thought of delivering the communication has someone stressing. But with the Ten of Swords being here, it's a very dire situation, don't you think? I mean, this person is face down with 10 swords throughout their body. The owl up in the tree. So the wisdom that has been gained from a very difficult situation. There's a flower as well here that's sprung up. The tree might be dead, but we've got some wisdom because of the situation, and now this new life is coming out with that flower. Gotta look at the bright side, right? Otherwise, what are we gonna do? Just buckle up and keel over? No, of course. Keep on keeping on. That might be why somebody's pulled their energy so far back, though. Something is weighing very heavily here with the Ten of Wands coming out. It's coming right after on the table the Knight of Swords. So it's something about this communication that's weighing very heavily on someone, because apparently they have a whole lot of love here with the King of Cups showing up. Now the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, feels a great deal of feelings, but isn't exactly showing it on the surface, right? So yeah, Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Somebody's very reserved, very held back here. Messages for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Couple dogs back there. If you hear all the heavy breathing, oh my God, heavy breathing. And then the King of Wands shows up. Listen, King of Wands is coming right under the Two of Cups. King of Wands clearly is your energy, your home element of fire. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Man, he has such a smirk on his face. I am not personally a fan of this particular King of Wands. He feels very dirty to me. Very like he gets around. Like he's the town bicycle. Everybody takes a ride. That's how he feels to me. And that's just kind of gross. I mean, look where his hand is. We have one hand on the wand, the staff that we're holding, and the other hand is where? So clearly somebody's very passionate here, Aries. Very lustful. And either this King of Cups is a different person, or this same King of Wands also actually has genuine emotion backing it up. Hanged Man energy. Maybe somebody was coming in from a passionate angle and then they got like hung out to dry, so to speak. Turned down in some sort of way. Major Arcana for Pisces with that Hanged Man energy. Messages for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Went to the floor. Strength. Major Arcana for Leo. We're still in Leo season here. This is mastering the beast within. You know, you see how docile. Wow. I just picked up the Strength and happened to notice the Two of Pentacles. It's in the reverse. Well, that's interesting because I don't keep my cards in the reverse. Justice under that. Oh, and justice shall prevail apparently. But you see, they're not in the reverse. This one happens to be in the reverse, which is significant. Somebody doesn't want to juggle here. Somebody doesn't want to be the town bicycle apparently. They want to master their lustful nature here with this Strength showing up. See, the Lion is so calm, peaceful, and it's still there. It's not like we get rid of it, but it's not controlling us, right? So let's see what hit the floor. Oh, the Queen of Swords. And she's coming underneath the Knight of Swords. So clearly that's why there's some anxiety concerning the communication. Knight of Swords is communication. There's a whole lot of heaviness and concern because we're approaching Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords has no time for the nonsense. She'll cut it out real quick. All right, one more please for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Hope Mercury retrograde wasn't too terrible for you. We're still in the post-shadow. You have the Six of Wands coming as your last card today, Aries. This is a win. This is a victory. Somebody's riding back into town in this depiction after winning a battle, and they're being celebrated. They're being given, what is it, a ticket parade, or what are those parades? I don't know. It's a victory, okay? It's a win. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers, and peeking out is Queen of Pentacles. So somebody knows their worth and their value here. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and they're very protective of themselves. The Lovers is about making a choice in connection, in partnership. And clearly there's some sort of special connection here with the Two of Cups showing up. However, there must be a reason for all of the anxiety and the heavy weight of the communication, and the reason that the Queen is presenting as guarded, the Ice Queen, so to speak. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the sword representing the air element, air signs. We're going to clarify now. We have 9 of Wands on the cut, Aries. So yes, this Queen is extremely guarded. Ten of Pentacles on the other side. So this is the whole enchilada. This is the daily grind. This is, you know, doing laundry, doing chores, living life together. This is generations of family, generational wealth. It's long-term energy. I feel that this Queen is only accepting serious offers. All others will be denied. This is for Aries. Clarity on this spread. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, 8 of Swords showing up, and somebody knows that. Somebody's well aware that they have to come correct, or don't even bother. Held back energy showing up again. 4 of Pentacles. Clarity on this spread, please, for Aries. 10 of Cups. So we saw the 10 of Pentacles and then the 10 of Cups. And so I would say that there's potential, but it's a very slippery slope. Don't fall in love with potential. Fall in love with actions and consistency, right? Somebody's very held back here. I feel, honestly, it's the Queen. I feel it's the feminine energy who's very held back with her energy, not sharing, not opening up, guarded. Clarify the 9 of Swords. Why are we so ridden with anxiety? Ooh, it fell right on top of the Queen of Swords. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And the Knight of Pentacles, and I picked it up in the reverse. It's like somebody just can't come through with an offer for some reason. You know, even in the upright, this is very slow moving energy. He's not even on the horse. He's freaking walking, right? So it does represent like a slow build, getting to know somebody slowly and all of that. But it's in the reverse. It's like somebody can't even, for some reason, they feel like they can't come in with an offer. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. What's under that? Ooh, Tower. Because the Tower, because something must have blown up. Okay, so Tower, of course, is one of your major arcana, Aries. You share it with Scorpio. Clarify the 2 of Cups. Thank you. Wow, the Fool. Another one of your major arcana showing up for that 2 of Cups. Yeah, somebody wants to wipe the slate clean, start fresh. We have a giving and a receiving energy of the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is probably my favorite 6 of Pentacles out of any of my decks because it's one person giving, one person receiving. Clarify the Knight of Swords. That was fast. Okay. Justice is like on her side right here, by the way. So somebody's feeling like there's some sort of, something's not fair. Something's not balanced. Or maybe, you know, they're trying to regain their balance here by pulling their energy out of something and just focusing on their own lives, their own selves, not sharing, not opening up. Page of Swords. Somebody's been steady watching whoever this is that pulled their energy back. Maybe watching for the right time to come in with communication. Since we're clarifying that Knight of Swords, it's rushing in. 10 of Wands. Why are we burdened? Why is the 10 of Wands here in Aries reading? Thank you, Spirit. The Hermit and the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, don't you just love when they clarify the same card with the same card. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for emphasis. The Hermit. Somebody's been off quietly searching their soul for what feels right for them personally, what feels like the best forward trajectory. And there's a lot of heavy weight here, perhaps because with the Strength showing right under that Ten of Wands, ooh, doesn't even want to stay on. It's definitely bringing me back to taming that beast, right? Self-mastery, self-control, self-discipline. King of Cups. Keep him separate from the King of Wands. Maybe it's two different people. I feel it probably is the same person who's actually all of a sudden very burdened with their emotions is how it feels. Okay, so it's like, wake up, suddenly you're in love. That's how it feels. So it's like, maybe they came in passionately and this queen is like, I don't think so. And now all of a sudden they've developed feelings. And so it's weighing ever so heavily on them. And that's why they're like wanting this fresh, clean slate. Okay, Aries, clarify the King of Cups, please. I don't know who sings that song, by the way. Is it Lionel Richie? Let me know in the comments. All right, so we have Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So it's someone from the past, Aries, who Nine of Wands knows that you're very guarded now. Or, Aries, you know that whoever you were wanting to approach is very guarded. Nine of Wands, and that's why it's like stressing someone out here. It's the Wounded Warrior. So it's also representing this masculine energy of the King of Cups that we're clarifying has been through a few battles, right? Clarify the King of Wands, thank you. Page of Cups. And the Devil. Major Arcana for Capricorn, but the Devil is our lustful nature. We're clarifying the King of Wands. Mastering that beast within. That compulsive urge to fulfill some sexual gratification. I'm not sure if you're allowed to say certain things on YouTube. This energy is having a wakey eggs and bakey moment with the Judgment right under that Devil. It's like they're having some sort of a, oh my God, a wake-up call. Like, I've been living so lust-driven, right? Lust-driven. And all of a sudden, actual emotions has like sprung from their heart center. You see this energy coming off the heart chakra here. And this little Page of Cups is like daydreaming of the what ifs. Is like, always gives me this very daydreamy energy. You see the little pig with wings. So there's doubt. It's like, yeah, right, when pigs fly. She's not gonna let me back in. I move so lustfully. So that's the message I'm getting here, Aries. Is like somebody moved, they were just driven by their loins. And so they got like turned down. And now it's giving them like this wake up call. Judgment is Major Arcana for Scorpio. Queen of Swords. Four of Swords. We have quite a few that came out. Knight of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. So we saw the Page, the Knight, and the King. Four of Swords, Ace of Swords. This Queen has had to do some sort of healing work. I'm assuming here, it's what I'm feeling anyway, because of somebody who was just moving lustfully. You know, maybe she had her heart broken because they cheated or something like that. We have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Strength again. So very heavy energy that, oh my God, she's not even gonna accept me because I was moving so lustfully, but I've really done so much work. Can I convince her? I've done so much work to tame my inner beast. You see how this Strength is half human, half lion. We are in Leo season. You're not gonna get rid of the beast. You're not gonna get rid of lust. Why would you want to? That would be so dull and so boring if we didn't have passion and lust for life, right? But we don't want it to control us where we're led to do things that we later regret because, you know, we lost the love of our life or something like that. So here we come with our heart on our sleeve. Knight of Cups. I want to say, given that we're clarifying the Queen of Swords right now, who is very guarded, but she shows up again as the Queen of Wands. We saw the Queen of Pentacles earlier, so we could be talking about an Empress energy here. Someone who's done a lot of work to heal their heart. You see this little heart that's in the Four of Swords, and there's an intravenous line going up, and she's refilling her. You know, people can actually die from heartbreak. Their heartstrings snap. They weaken and snap, and they can literally, it's a thing. You can die from heartbreak. So, like, all these people just out there breaking hearts so recklessly. Can you imagine the karma that accrues? Should be so careful with each other's hearts. Six of Wands is next. There's a victory here for someone. Clarify the Six of Wands for Aries. Thank you. To the floor it goes. The Devil. Back on the bottom of the deck. Still has the Judgment under him as well. Eight of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. I picked them up in the reverse, which would be keeping with the Knight of Pentacles that's in the reverse. Which makes me feel like someone feels like there's no victory here since we're clarifying the Six of Wands. But maybe it's a win for this queen if this king can't actually come through with this communication that they apparently so desperately want to convey. But there's just something that is it being deflected, energetically speaking. She's not having it. She's not having that. None of it. This is all of our addictions. There could be somebody here who has a lot of addictions. Could be addicted to PORN with that King of Wands that came through. Could be addicted to alcohol, drugs, who knows, shopping. They could be addicted to gambling. The devil is all of our toxic habits. Justice, I just happened to cut it again, justice. So things could balance out here, but I really feel that somebody needs to master themselves. Aries. Let's get an angel oracle card before we close out. This is for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Family. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Don't know how that translates for you, but you know, maybe, well, could have been like a family unit. We did see that 10 of Pentacles come out, right? So, or it showed up rather. Yeah, something might have happened to disrupt that family unit. We did see the Tower as well at one point. But in any case, this is what I have for you. Aries, I hope something in it was helpful. Until next time, take it easy. Bye.